So, I mean, it's not classic CSS, but this is fun. So the idea is there's these cards. These are the cards, and as you scroll down the page, they're just gonna go boop, boop, and stack on top of each other. Normally how it works, but that's how we're gonna do it today. So I got this blank page. This is what it looks like, and this is how we start every single page. I'm gonna put this as a split so we can see both at the same time. The content for our cards in here, this is about the planets. So here we go, some text for these planets. There's 9 of them, right? And for each of these, we also have a little picture. So I'm gonna drop those in. And there they are. We got this top row, it has the name and the picture, and then it has this data, and then there's some text on it, and then we're alternating purple and green as we go through the planets. It's going to use these purple colors in like a bunch of places. Let's just like grab that purple. Looks like there's 3 different purples here. So unfortunately I think I have to grab this one by one. So let's just say HTML purple 300. Didn't copy it. Give it a class card, and then Mercury. Which one is Mercury? Must be this one. Drop that in there. These looks like this is just like larger text. This is a bold, and then this is in the purple color. The background of this thing is a gradient, which has these 3 stops, but it doesn't really say where the stops are. That's confusing. Can I change this? Copy it? It should just give me, there it is. So this is a linear gradient at this angle, and then there are different stops along the way. This card is a purple card, and then we'll have another class for the green cards. This also needs to be in a row. These 2 are, well, not that one. This Mercury is actually, let's say it's an H2, and then this header row gets a class header row. And you'll soon see that we can make this look beautiful as soon as we get into the CSS for this. I can do, so if I nest these rules inside of each other, I need to do, if it's a purple card, it needs to have the @ symbol so that it will, the styles of the selector is changed to the one on top. This is saying this is the parent selector, so this is equivalent of doing, so putting .card in .purple is the equivalent of doing .card .purple. And we're going to do background image, and oops, don't know how that happened. And there we get a linear gradient. Why doesn't that work? Let's see if we can just do background black. There it is. Background, it would help if I spelled ground correctly. There we go. So, and then the color on this is going to be mostly white, except for the P tag, which is going to have a color of light purple. Now, well, it's really only the last one that has it. Oh, you guys can't even see this. Gotta scroll up. Then we have header row. For the header row, we're going to do display flex, and that puts them on the same row. Align items center, that centers the title with that. But then we need to do image. We only really want this to be about maybe 60 pixels. And then we can see we have a problem where they're right next to each other. We want them on opposite sides. So let's do justify content space between, and now they're on opposite sides. This whole thing needs some padding. So that'd be padding 16 pixels. Looks about right. Change this selector to be last child, and then only the last one is purple. How about a font? This really looks a lot better. Will look a lot better if we have a font. Ooh, looks like there's more padding on this than I thought. All right. First things first, padding, 16 pixels, 32 pixels. Looks better. Fonts. This one is space grotesque, and I should be able to just drop it in here. Although it didn't give, there it is. This is the import of the font. And there it is, it looks all right. That is much better looking. So what else do we have on these cards? Looks like there's a border radius on this that has like a nice curved edge to it. It's got a border, and it's got a shadow. It's got two shadows. Let's just copy the shadow and add it there. Box shadow, did it as two different properties. It's sort of annoying. Figma must know that that's not really how CSS works, but and we want to use our variable here, purple 300. So this should give it like a nice sheen glow to it. Can we see it? Yeah, it's right there in the corner, you can see it. And that makes it a lot better. It's like definitely bigger. And then we have a border, 1 pixel solid, with our purple. Is that looking close? What is the border radius on this thing? You can just guess. Border radius 24 pixels. Looks all right. The other thing about this page is the whole background's supposed to be black. So I'm gonna set on this one background 111 and color white. And then things are looking quite a bit better already. Box shadow is quite a bit larger here. You copy something out of Figma, you would think it would be exactly what you want, but not the case at all. This is blur, so it's going 5 pixels down in the X direction. So it's in the Y direction. X, Y, blur, and spread. So this we probably only want to spread a little bit. And then one of these has a more blur and one of them has less blur. Looks pretty good. So then we need to do so really this box shadow goes on the purple card, because later we're going to want to change this to green. So I drag these around. That's hot page for you. So now I can duplicate this rule. Now I have a copy of it. I can change this to green, and then I can do green 300, for the box shadow. And aha, this is slightly annoying. When I copied this from Figma, it didn't actually do these this gradient with the variables. So I'm gonna have to do it myself manually. And how about that? Now we have it as variables, and I can copy this and paste it in here, and then all I need to do is change purple to green, and in 1 second you will see exactly how a green card looks once I make you a green card. Let's do Venus. This gets card, and it's a green card, and boom, there it is. The one thing that's missing here is the color of the text, which we're setting here, P last child. So I can drag this into the purple. Now the purple one has purple text, and then I can copy it, or you can actually, on How Page, you can drag and hold down the Alt key, and you'll make a copy of it. And then all I just do is change this to green, and there we go. It's a green card. And how about some space between these? Give this a margin bottom of, say, 32 pixels. And there they go. They have some space between them. So let's make all of these cards, shall we? Alright, well, this thing needs bold text. Let's not forget that. And just hitting Command B to make these bold. Surface temperature minus 147. That's very cold. Kind of a cloudy day today. Mexico City, it's also a little bit cold. None of these, or it actually says around 465 degrees. That's not a minus, that's a tilde. By the way, we can't trust any of these statistics because they are from ChatGPT and they could be completely wrong. Isn't it great how the world is just getting better and better? Instead of having to type this out every time for you, I'm going to create one and then drop all of this data in there. Basic elements. We can, well, maybe not that one, but this gets header row, and this gets card. And it could be purple, or, well, you know, something about these cards, they alternate purple and green. So we really could set these without using the class by just doing nth child, get rid of purple, get rid of green. The selector here, I'm going to say nth child odd, and nth child even, and there we go. So all we really need is div card, div header row, and then this goes in here, and it gets an H2, and then these get dropped in, and this gets dropped in, and these get bold, and there's Earth already on its green card. Okay, so here are the cards. Here are the planets. Let's just drop them in here, and boom, there are all the cards in HTML.